always great to speak with Stephanie Oswald. This is Paul Fracas, Good News Planet. We're going to talk about 4th of July, patriotic travel destinations and deals. You're the editor-in-chief of TRAVELGIRL, and our community loves you. So tell us some good things that are out there for that kind of this period of time.
Well, I'll tell you what, Paul, it is hard to believe that it's July already, but it's true, and that means all the kids are out of school, north and south, east and west. So for me, Independence Day has always been an exciting time because when it comes to summer travel plans, this is the weekend that everyone can go. And the AAA statistics came out, and they agree with that. They're saying that more than 41 million Americans are planning to take an Independence Day getaway, and I think that's just fantastic. There's also this holiday is much more of a travel holiday. Nearly 5 million more Americans are expected to travel for Independence Day than for Memorial Day. So we're really seeing the numbers go up. And, people are also willing to spend more money on travel, which is great. It means that they're just going to get out there and explore. So I have some great ideas for you on where to go and how to get there.
Okay. What are they?
Well, all right, let's talk about the bucket list when it comes to patriotic destinations. For couples, families, anyone who loves a good fireworks show, there's a few cities that you have to go to at least once in your life on 4th of July. And right at the top of the list is Washington, D.C. There's nothing like watching that parade down Constitution Avenue and seeing the concert on the West Lawn with the National Symphony Orchestra. There's something about it. And then you can go explore the mall and all the different different monuments. I mean, there's just an endless list of fabulous museums and monuments in Washington, D.C., so highly recommend that. Also on the list, New York City.
I just mentioned, I'm doing this show on Celebrate America's Birthday with the Star-Spangled Banner live from the U.S. Capitol. I'm doing that on Thursday. There's a big old concert. I mean, and I'm interviewing some of the people that are, you got Patti LaBelle down there, Frankie Valli.
Yeah,
it's
amazing.
A PBS special also. And Tom Bergeron, that guy who danced with the stars. And the funniest videos. It's gonna be great. All right, what else we got going?
Fantastic. Okay, well then put this on your list for next year. New York City, where you can, there's nothing like New York. So doing that and the 9/11 Museum. I'm sorry?
No, I'm fooling around. I'm in Brooklyn. Okay.
You're right, exactly. Well, hey, New York, for all your listeners out there, New York City, you got to do that at least once in your life. Again, it's like Times Square for New Year's Eve. You got to do it once. Baltimore, the Star-Spangled Banner was written, right, not too far from Baltimore's harbor, and Francis Scott Key at Fort McHenry. There's so much going on. They're also celebrating an anniversary this year, so this whole year they've got a Star-Spangled Spectacular happening in Baltimore, so really great time to get there. And then, of course, Boston with the Boston Pops on the Charles River. That fireworks display is so spectacular. So if you're into history and big cities, that's the bucket list for those for the big city fireworks and historic USA. But what about fireworks on the beach? Because sometimes we've got to get away from the city and have a little different experience. More of an old-fashioned 4th of July, perhaps. Some of the Old Town parades. But how about a boat parade? That's another way to enjoy the holiday. Heading down the coast, Myrtle Beach is always one of my favorites. And something that South Carolina is doing, the entire coast of South Carolina, every beach on the South Carolina coast, 1 o'clock on 4th of July, there's going to be a flyover. So if you happen to be there, anybody who's there, tell them to look up because there's going to be F-16s flying along the South Carolina coast from 1 p.m. to 1:15 p.m. It's called the Salute from the Shore. And basically it's just an opportunity to remind everyone, hey, this is why we have the freedom to travel the way we do. The people in our military who have had so many sacrifices for us. So getting to the beach and taking part in something like that can be really fun for 4th of July.
Yeah, I never heard of that one. That's a great opportunity. I'll remind everybody that the fireworks here in our New York City are on the East River this year. So they come sometimes they're switching those around. They're going to do a big thing on the Brooklyn Bridge as well as a backdrop. So are there any other smaller places or that you want to share at this time? And
sure.
You gave us a ton of things to do already.
Well, I'll tell you what. For anybody listening on the West Coast, San Diego has a lot happening. They're going to do an Old Town 4th of July. They kind of have a mix of the big city with the small town. They have all kinds of things happening in San Diego proper, but then the Old Town, San Diego, there at the historic park, there's going to be games and wagon rides and pie eating contests, and then everyone's going into the city for San Diego Bay and the annual Big Bay Boom. So that's something for West Coasters. Anyone who's in the far south, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, South Beach, they've got a lot going on as well. So if you want to stick your feet in the sand and really enjoy yourself, something to do. And here's another thing, Paul. People think, well, wait, it is 4th of July. It's already the first, first, second, third. Well, I can't go anywhere. It's too late. But here's another bit of insider information here. There is a way that you can go from point A to point B and save an average of more than $300 round trip compared to airfare. And it's city-to-city bus travel. Companies like Megabus.com, you can save a fortune and see the country. And even at this late date, you can get a round-trip ticket for, anywhere from $20 to $50. They start at $1. But at this late date, you're probably not going to find that for 4th of July. But with more than 120 cities in North America, there's definitely a place you can go this 4th of July weekend for not a lot of money. You can save money and get yourself out of town.
About this one. These megabuses and the buses overall in general, I think are great, as I do the other means of public transportation. I mean, this is a great opportunity. We are so lucky in this country. We have all these different types of public transportation. The megabuses are fantastic. They got Wi-Fi on them. I think I took the first one to Washington, D.C. for the $1. Maybe it was even free when it came out, just because, it really, I wanted to try it. And it let me off, I'm not sure where the most recent, I mean, some of them started Union Square, Union Station, and some are downtown near the Chinatown area. But, I've taken them for £5 or whatever.
So isn't that a great deal? Don't do that.
I've done
a great deal.
I've done them many times. Oh, no.
It's amazing.
It's good stuff.
It's really fantastic, and I'll tell you what, let your listeners know that another great way to save money is to follow these places. If you follow Megabus, if you like them on their Facebook page, you follow them on Twitter at Megabus, and on the Facebook page, you're going to find out about different deals. And just like with airplanes, when you travel on certain days, you're going to spend less money. Same thing goes for the buses. So I like to say Megabus is like a plane, only it's on the highway. So if you're going to buy a ticket and you have flexible dates, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday are the travel days where you're going to probably be more likely to get that $1 fare. And what a bargain that is. Plus, not only do you get the free Wi-Fi, you also get to check your first bag for free, up to 50 pounds. So right there, you've got a couple perks that you're going to save that you wouldn't get if you were flying.
All right. You're always on the end. There's no doubt about it. You know the greatest things, and that's a lot of good stuff. So, and we can go to your website to learn more, or is there anything else you want to share at this moment?
Absolutely, Paul. I'll just give you a few places to go for more information. Yeah, if you want to check out those bus routes, it's megabus.com. If you want to find out about the South Carolina flyover and all the other great things happening in Myrtle Beach, it's visitmyrtlebeach.com. If you want to go to my website, TravelGirl Inc., TravelGirlInc.com. Also follow me on Twitter at TravelGirlSteph, TravelGirlSteph, and I'm going to tweet out some more 4th of July tips as we get closer to the day and even beyond.
Hey.
It's summertime. I love summer travel.
Now, you can come over to my house. I'm having a little party there at here in Manhattan here. So if you're in town, come on over.
Oh, it sounds great. Well, I'll be about 100 miles north in Saugerties.
Really?
With the old,
nice.
the old-fashioned parade. I might actually come into the city for a little bit, but I'm going to be spending the 4th with my parents in upstate New York, and we're going to do an old-fashioned holiday with a little small town, lots of flag waving, and my dad's he restores antique tractors, so I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, send me a picture. I'll broadcast it. I like that.
Okay, I will.
All right, Stephanie, thanks so much. Last question: what's good news for you? And have a happy and a healthy holiday. What's good news for you?
Thank you. Paul, good news for me is saying thanks to our troops for the freedom to travel, because that's really something important to remember this season, this weekend, and all throughout the year.
I agree with you so much. Thank you very much. Okay, Stephanie,
Thank
take care.
Take care, Paul.